Okay, it's finally August, which means it's officially back to school season, which also means that it's the time of the year where Zoom will actually be making millions. Hello everyone, it's Len again. I graduated high school last year. Never minding that, I will be a rising freshman at my first year of university this fall, and yes, I am willingly paying money to take online classes. Nevertheless, the situation I'm in is definitely not the worst one. At least I got a senior season. At least I got to have a quiet performance. I really feel for our rising seniors. A lot of seniors are experiencing their sports seasons being canceled, which a lot of people rely on for scholarships and attending college. They're not able to participate in the clubs, meet up with friends, have interactions with anyone during their last year of high school, the last year they may ever see these people. And also for our teachers who in some states are being forced to go back to school despite the dire circumstances and the health risk and the fact that they're also still being underpaid. So that's lovely. The United States, in a nutshell, across the board, it's shitty for everyone. So today, I will be sharing something that brings me a little bit of joy. As a self-proclaimed stationery addict, I'll be showing you guys some things that I got for back to school. So I'll be doing a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Spicy haul time. Ooh. First off, we are going to start off with Target, and I know Target is basic as hell. I don't like using the word basic anymore, and every person goes to Target, every YouTuber goes to Target. Well, Target has good stuff, okay? I've also got necessities. I've been trying to clamp down on how many purchases I actually make just because things are cute. Do I actually need that? Maybe. You see, I'm still working on it. So first off, I have some binders. They're from Avery, and I have been using these binders all throughout high school. They'll last up to all the wear and tear and throwing around, the torture they undergo in my backpack. It's a 1-inch binder because I like to use my binders for separate subjects rather than getting a chunky boy and putting all my subjects in it. And it's in a lovely turquoise blue, the color of Percy Jackson's eyes. And I got decomposition notebooks. They are a brand that aims to make their notebooks completely or somewhat almost completely out of recycled materials. I've had a mini composition book by Decomposition for a while now, and it's adorable. I love using it. And when I saw these at Target, the designs are so cute. I mean, there's flowers, and then there's animals. Nature, y'all. Nature. And the insides, of course, are college ruled because wide ruled is actually of the devil. No offense if you use wide ruled. I'm not here to judge. I only hope for your conversion to college ruled or dotted or graph, anything but wide ruled. On the subject of college ruled, I also got some college ruled loose leaf paper, and it's green. I freaking love green. Let's embrace the Shrek, the Kermit. This is perfect for scratch work or if you want to take notes and put them in a binder. Boop, boop, boop. And along with the little mead line, they also have these folders. They have doodles all over them. And there was a point in middle school where I would get completely plain notebooks and completely plain folders and binders and doodle all over them to make them my own. This kind of gives me those vibes. So they come in a pack of 2. One of them's red and one of them's blue. And once again, this brand is striving to be eco-friendly. That's a plus. Gotta love Mother Earth. Gotta love Mother Earth. She's dying, and if she dies, not to be dramatic, but we also die. I am taking a choir class this semester, even though it's gonna be online, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. And I always use folders to hold all of my sheet music, so this is what I plan on using these babies for. Another thing I got from Target is these post-it notes. It's a huge pack of 15. They're all lovely muted pastel colors. I got these specifically because they are so handy for annotating textbooks, and since textbooks are pretty much rendered useless after you're done with them for a class, you don't have to write inside a textbook and annotate it, which will devalue its resale price when you want to, you know, get rid of it and kind of get your money back. And they're great for jotting down notes, ideas, all that jazz. Lastly, from Target, we have our writing utensils. I am about to show you the best pen of all time. Forget your Muji pens. They're so overhyped. The best pen ever, and I'm sure many of you guys agree, are the Pilot G2s. They are amazing gel pens. The best gel pen. And no, I don't get them in God forbid, 0.9. No, the superior tip size is 0.38 millimeter. These are fairly inexpensive if you're looking at other 0.38 millimeter gel pens on the market, and they last so long. I really love that these dry so quickly, and when you highlight over them, they're not gonna smear. They're also very comfortable to write with. Since I take a ton of notes, I really need that nice little rubber grip that Muji pens just frankly do not have. Are they as aesthetic as Muji pens? I will give you that. They are not. But are they better in every way? Yes. Can't take the pretty boys with no personality, okay? Functionality trumps aestheticness. I don't know why I have a vendetta against Muji pens. They're just so overpriced. So why? Why? Next thing I have is probably the most un-Lin purchase of my life, and they're mechanical pencils. I never use pencils ever. I don't like the fact that they smear because, you know, it's graphite. I don't like the fact that it's just not as visible as a dark ink pen. I even do my math work in pen, and my math teachers have just learned to tolerate it. I got these specifically for you guys, and they're such cute colors. And I really love how each pencil is speckled, just a little cute detail. Like, it's like they have freckles, which is adorable. They're pencils, but they're cute. I'll give them that. And lastly, from Target, we have some highlighters. They're Pilot Frictions. Friction. They just gotta be edgy and use an X. These are pastel highlighters, and they're lovely. I've used them before. I was really surprised to find these at Target. I feel like supplies like these are only found on Japanese retail sites, but I think places like Target are catching up on a trend that Japanese stationery and writing utensils are by far superior. Next up, we have the lovely Daiso. Daiso is kind of this dollar store-esque Japanese kind of everything type of store. And the first aisle I just zoomed to when I got to Daiso was the notebook aisle, because Japanese notebooks are amazing because the paper that Japanese notebooks have is great if you use gel pen. Whereas American composition notebooks and loose leaf paper is just a little bit more rough. I don't know, it's because the Japanese notebooks are like a little bit more waxy, but it's really nice because since I use gel ink, it doesn't bleed. Granted, it's also more likely to smear if you don't let the pen you're using have enough drying time, but overall it allows for a much smoother, quicker note-taking experience. I got a variety of notebooks. Most of them are pretty colorful. I have this dot grid notebook, and on the other side it's lined, so half of it is filled with line pages and the other half is filled with dot grid pages. Might have bought it just because I thought the covers were adorable. I love the yellow and blue, gives me some good Coraline vibes. Then I got this little A5 notebook, and on the inside it's just lined paper. And since I failed my AP Stats exam, which apparently is supposed to be one of the easiest AP tests, but I managed to get it too, I got a graph notebook because I had to take a mandatory math class probably this year for filling my prereqs. Then I got this very classic looking notebook. It kind of mocks a marbly texture on the front. It has room for you to title it and write your name, and on the inside it's just plain pages. And lastly, I got a craft notebook. I used to be obsessed with these because you can decorate them and do whatever you want. And on the inside it's grid paper. Those are very appealing noises. That is it for the notebooks. Now moving on to all the accessories, aka the unnecessary items that you don't need for school, but it's nice to have if it brings you a little bit of joy. You know, you deserve to treat yourself. You deserve to treat yourself. We have some Sumiko, I believe I'm pronouncing that okay. And I love these characters so much. It took all my self-control to not buy a Sumiko plushie. I do not need more plushies. These are all the Sumiko characters kind of being sushi. You can stick these on your notebooks, in your notes, on your phone case, whatever you want to do, whatever. You have the freedom, you have the choice, man. Then for some more functional stickers, I have this schedule sticker. However, there's also some suspiciously looking mugs that kind of look like beer. We're gonna say that's butterbeer and it's non-alcoholic. Then I have another Sumiko thing. It's also sushi themed, and they're little post-its. Look at them all chilling in a little bento box. And I also have some sticky tabs of the Sumiko characters just being cute everyday items. And then I have some washi tape. I got these because they're very naturey. They're mountains, forests. I live in the Pacific Northwest where we have the most beautiful nature in the United States. In my humble opinion, I'm a little biased, and it definitely reminds me of home. Not to be cheesy, but I guess I'm giving you guys a piece of my home. And lastly from Daiso, some more functional items. I have these highlighters, which my friend recommended me because apparently they do the same exact thing as mild liners, but they're much, much cheaper. I think mild liners are fine. I get why people buy them. They're aesthetic. They have cute colors. Honestly, Crayola Super Tips. Crayola Super Tips do the exact same thing. If you like the aesthetic of mild liners and you're looking for a cheaper option, Daiso has a pastel and more fluorescent version. They also have this version, which I got for you guys. It comes with the primary colors and green and gray. Next, since we all make mistakes, and as the legendary icon Hannah Montana once said, nobody's perfect, I have some very cute erasers. They're kind of angsty. It comes in a pack of 3. They're giving you a thumbs up to get you through those hard times, through those mental breakdowns. And if you make mistakes that aren't erasable, since they're not pencil, I also got some whiteout tape. I used this correction tape last year and I was really sad when it ran out. I really love these. They're just really handy and they're easy to write over again. The only kind of whitewashing I ever want to see. And that is it for Daiso. Now moving on to a small business, someone I really look up to. Her name is Cheyenne Barton. I'm sure you guys have heard of her YouTube channel. She's an amazing artist and she's also just a brilliant human being. I aspire to be like her. She recently restocked and I was so excited because I had never been able to order from her shop before, and I'm really glad that I get to support her. So firstly, we have these 2 notebooks. Look at them. There's a rainbow. There's flowies. I got the rainbow one because I like rainbows, I like clouds, I like stars. It also says oh no, because damn, isn't that 2020 in a nutshell. Also reminds me of Oh No Nina now that I think about it. I love Nina, so why would I not want to think of her every time I take notes in this notebook? And obviously this one is just some cottagecore shit right here. I mean, there's mushrooms, there's strawberries, there's sunflowers, roses. Then from her shop, I also got this sticker that says, I don't care. Cause, you know, we love apatheticness. As someone who's always way too emotionally invested and cares too much about what people think of me and also about other people's feelings, even though I should really be thinking about my own self first, this sticker was just good motivation. Then I got some memo pads. So these aren't sticky notes or anything. They're just for jotting notes. The first one is a little teacup and you can write shit down in the little T spot. Like, how smart is that? And then this one, it's just a little character that's wearing a little cone that kind of makes her look like a dwarf. And she's just having a little cup of something, cup of joe, cup of tea. She's just vibing at the bottom of this memo pad. And lastly, this is not a stationery item. Cheyenne's an artist, so I had to get one of her art prints. And I got this one, which I think is entitled Grow. And that is something I really want to focus on this year in the fall, is that I really want to focus on myself and my work and just grow as a human being. Even though this is definitely not the situation and environment I thought I'd be growing in, I want to make the best out of what I have. And that's Cheyenne for y'all. She's amazing. Highly recommend y'all check her out. Also, we're gonna end this with a shameless self-promo for me, because in case you don't know, I run a stationery shop. It's called Star Food Press, and I may or may not be restocking in a week when this video comes out. These obviously aren't for me because I made these and I do have access to them, but these are for you guys. I'll be giving away some new releases of stickers I created, and I'll also be giving away a couple of vinyl stickers and a little Uncle Iroh print of the Jasmine Dragon. And before we end this video, we gotta talk about the giveaway. I know when I was younger, there were some years where it was like really financially tough for my family, and all I got were a couple of 50-cent composition notebooks. I would cut out text and pictures from magazines we received in the mail and make a collage on the composition notebook to try to bring a little bit of my own personality. And I know having nice school supplies is such a luxury, and I definitely had the means to share that luxury with you guys. You deserve it. You deserve it so much. Like, don't tell yourself otherwise. So all you need to do is be subscribed to me and comment something down below. Give me a weird quote, tell a weird pun. I don't care what you say. This is open for students, for educators, for teachers, for anyone. And I'm obviously asking that if you're underage, if you are young, that you do have parental permission. Those are the only rules, and I'll be picking a winner in a week. Okay, I lied. Those aren't the only rules. I know, how dare I. But also comment with your Instagram or Twitter handle or anywhere I can DM you and message you to tell you that you are the winner. I hope you have an okay back to school season. I'm not sure if good encompasses anything in 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. And so, bye-bye. Whoop. I have my own custom tissue paper now. Like, how sick is that? Big. Look how cute! Look how cute! Oh, this might be a little bit too big to wrap.